It is very cold today, even though it's super sunny. I'm freezing. Probably should have just run. Then it would have been warmer, but we are taking a break from school. I overslept, so I just decided to come for my walk right now, and when I get back inside, we can wrap up our school, hopefully. Today's school just took a really long time. We finished up, and now I'm gonna get in the sauna. Here is my sauna from SaunaBox. It uses this machine, which is basically just a giant diffuser that goes in there and heats this whole thing up with water. I like getting in here every day. I do not like this. We could never set this cold plunge back up, and I'd be totally fine with that. Today is Tuesday. I am about to head outside for my run. We've been working on school already, and it was going okay. It's just kind of been a long day. I've got messy hair and messy whole house, it seems. So I'm gonna go outside, get my run done. I am way behind on my water. It's just been a day. Can I help you?
I almost got 500 and I failed.
She almost got 500 on Crossy Road, and then she failed, apparently. I have 3.5 miles to do today. Easy run, conversational pace. It's kind of windy out there, so motivation is low today, but gonna go get it done. And when I get back, I need to pretty much pick up the entire house. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It is day 16 for 75 hard for me. And for some reason, I'm just feeling exhausted. And normally by this point of the program, you've kind of gotten over the first hump of adding in the second workout maybe, and then you're feeling a little bit better. But just yesterday during my run, I was feeling really tired and my legs were dead. And so today I'm going to push my run. And I'm not going to lift. I'm just going to do 2 walks. I was just really tired. And that's kind of unusual because I've been getting enough sleep. I've been eating what I'm supposed to, drinking enough water, And I am a type 1 diabetic, so maybe it's just a diabetic day. Knock on wood, I'm not getting sick or anything because I'm just tired. So we're just going to take it easy today. I am still reading my Burn Your Goals book. It's really good. I'm probably about halfway through it now. It's kind of a longer book. And I've just still been looking at my goals for the year, and I really do want to go after this 50K. So that's still on the plans. I convinced my mom to come get the kids and handle their gymnastics class for me so I could get some stuff done at the house. I'm way behind on just my laundry and dishes and everything, so I'm gonna get caught up and rest, and hopefully this down day kind of makes me feel a little better and less tired, and I can get back with it tomorrow. Good morning. Today is Thursday. It is day 17 of 75 hard. I'm feeling a little better now that I have toned down the workouts and rested a little more. There is also a big winter storm coming to Texas, and they're making a huge deal about it. So it's either going to be a storm that knocks out power and roads for days and everyone's panicking, or it's going to be really hot this weekend. One of those two things is going to happen. And since I was feeling extra tired this week anyways, my run-up plan had a down week for next week. And so I think I might just swap those and finish off this week as my down week, and then next week I can kind of pick back up with the progression. We will see if that works out, but if the storm is happening like it's saying it's going to, I don't need to be out in that for a super long run this weekend. And then next week I can catch back up with the long run progression. I just did a walk on my treadmill this morning. Now I'm just going to get ready a little bit and maybe it'll make my brain wake up. I'm gonna call this good and we're gonna go start school. But I need some more coffee first. Oh, also I got this new hat from Flex It Pink. And I just think it's so cute. Of course it's black because that's my favorite color. Good morning. Today is Friday. It is day 18 of 75 hard. And today is a day I wish I did not have to go outside. Normally it's not a big deal, but there's a storm rolling in and it's freezing. But the sun's about to come up. It's going to be cold and windy all day. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock out my outdoor workout right now. And I'm just going to bundle up and go. My runs this week haven't been the scheduled ones. So I'm just going to start my watch and we'll see how the weather is. I might not get too far from the house before I turn around and come back. And I need to be outside for at least 45 minutes for it to count as my outdoor workout. And we will just see how long I can run in the meantime. This morning, I have just been working on my schedule. Soon, I'm going to have to start incorporating more cycling and start swimming for some triathlon training. So I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work, because it will overlap with my marathon training just a little bit. And so I'm going to have high running volume while I'm incorporating learning how to cycle and swim. And then after my marathon, I'll be able to more solely focus on triathlon stuff. That's a little more balanced. So I would much rather sit with another cup of coffee and play with my calendars than go outside right now. That's what I love about 75 hard. It's kind of a no nonsense thing. Otherwise, I would not be going outside right now. It's too cold to be out here. Not gonna be a quality run. I'm just trying not to die. So I had zero business being outside in this weather. Just absolutely none. I got a little over 2 miles in, and you can't even count it as a run. I was just trying to stay moving for 45 minutes to count as my 75 hard, but the wind was blowing so bad. I don't even know what the wind chill was, but it was sleeting, and I didn't have enough clothes on. So this week is not going as planned at all. I'm not going to get my miles in outside. I might be able to catch a few up on in here, but I also don't want to overdo it with the other indoor workouts I'm doing, and it might just be a week where I took the rest I needed. I did the best I could, and then next week is a new week. I had my daughter start a pot of coffee. I was texting her. I was like, please start some more. And they turned on my sauna. So I'm going to drink this and get in the sauna because I'm freezing to death. I don't think I gained any fitness, nothing out there, other than I didn't feel 75 hard today. I am back from my outdoor workout. It is 0 degrees out there, but it says it feels like minus 11. So very cold. I had more clothes on today. Yesterday I did not dress appropriately, and today I wore all of the things. Anyways, I'm just gonna take the win that I didn't fail 75 hard this week because I had just some extra fatigue and the weather got a little crazy. And either of those two things could have derailed my 75 hard, but they didn't. I'm still on track, going good with that. However, I'm going to have to take the loss on my run-up plan this week and my strength training plan because those just didn't happen. At this point, I'm not going to try to catch the mileage up because that's a good way to get injured, and I'm already tired. So we're just going to take the week as it was. I'll still be able to get on my treadmill later today for my other workout, but the mileage just wasn't there this week. My long run today was not happening. I just walked outside because I had so many clothes on and it's really icy out there, so I didn't want to fall or anything, and I'm not used to running in any type of weather, so it is what it is. As far as today, I have a lot of water to catch up on because we slept in this morning and I had a bunch of coffee because it was negative degrees, and now it is almost noon and I've barely even started my water. So I'm gonna go chug a bunch, maybe read my book. My husband's going to cook me my all-time favorite meal later, so I'll vlog that because he's the best and a phenomenal cook, and I'm so excited. He was also on a work trip this week. I don't think I ever mentioned that, but that also kind of makes the house kind of crazy because it just feels like one big long day if he doesn't come home from work and kind of break up our day. So it's just me and the kids for most of the week, and the week got away from us. I was behind on my stuff. We were behind on our homeschool. It was just a big week. But if a marathon training block is 20 weeks long, the reality is you're not going to have 20 perfect weeks in a row, and this was one of those weeks. And hopefully next week won't be, and we'll get right back on track with training and homeschool and all of the above. It's very cold. I just finished my outdoor workout in the 0 degree weather again. It was so cold, and it's going to be cold all day, so I wanted to knock it out early so I didn't have to worry about it. And I actually got up today at 5 o'clock and did my other workout, and so I'm done for the day as far as that goes. And I read my book, I got a little work done. It was actually a very productive morning. We're just gonna take this Sunday as a lazy day. We are skipping church today, even though it feels like the whole week was lazy. It wasn't on purpose, I don't know.
I'm still gonna take the Sunday, take it easy, and tomorrow we're gonna get back with normal training, and it's fine. Now, I am going to organize my closet that I have right here. It has all my trail running stuff in it, my gear, and it's just kind of a mess. So I'm gonna pull everything out of there and reorganize it. But I'll show you the vision board first. So here we have the closet. At this point, just a huge mess with everything tossed in there, but I will get it fixed. Here though is my vision board. We have drawings and stuff my son made. The Spartan helmet thing, a cool skull. This was my first half marathon in Oklahoma City last year at the Memorial Marathon. 75 hard. Just my vision board that I made. I ran a Spartan last year. I don't have any plan for this year. My next race is this one for Rock and Roll Series Las Vegas. And then here is my marathon in Oklahoma City coming up in April. That'll be the first time running that distance. And then the big race right here, I'm going to run the 50K. That's the plan. I ran the 25K last year. There is the last year's marathon course from Oklahoma City. Anyways, this needs some help. All right, I got it all out. Now I'm gonna organize a little of this. This is for a trail marathon that I'm not doing until September, but I already have it because it just inspires me to keep going. It is from flexitpink.com. They have a lot of virtual races and a ton of gear. If you want to check it out, you can use my code HannahDiaz for 10% off. Here's the shirt that goes with it. It's Babes Support Babes. Most of their things are geared towards 5Ks, but I'm going to use it for a trail marathon because the bib doesn't say 5K anywhere on it, so you can use it for whatever you want. This is also from Flexit Pink, just a towel. And this little backpack. And this towel is also from Flexit Pink. I like their stuff. My plan with all of this was to make a fun virtual packet pickup with all of the things in it for our trail marathon. This hat I got at the Paladuro Trail Run 25K that I did last year, and like I said, I'm going for the 50K this year. There's the hand warmers. I really could have used these the past 2 days, but my closet was in such a mess. I didn't want to dig for them, so that's what inspired me to reorganize. Nearly freezing to death is good inspiration, I suppose.